Hi, my name is Ken Pierce, and I want to welcome you to Driving Out Disorienting Divorce Fog. This is a short video on an upcoming article and information on my website which might interest you. Let me begin by asking you 3 questions. Are you stressed about your divorce? Do you experience stress about your divorce? Secondly, do you feel like you're in a mental fog at times? Thirdly, do you feel disoriented from your life, kind of off track? If that's the case, you may find this interesting. Let me offer you some basic information about this kind of thing. Disorienting divorce fog is actually a form of emotional shock. It's a biological way the body buys time for the body to reconvene, to collect itself, to get back to balance. So it's a time when internal mental confusion is intended to enable the person to get back on track, but to give them time to do that. Secondly, familiar routines of life create safety. That's the basis of Tim Horton franchise. People have a habit of going every morning to pick up a coffee or a tea or whatever. And that habit creates a sense of safety. So all of our routines serve this function. Thirdly, there are 7 forms of familiar routines that humans engage in. Now, let me give you some examples. I met Marta. Marta was a 28-year-old woman whose husband left her suddenly with 2 small children. And she was in a state of shock. She had no employable skills and realized she would have to raise these children basically on her own. But within 6 weeks, she was in a career training program and went on to raise the children successfully. And there was Marcel. Marcel was a 58-year-old man whose second partner threatened to leave him. And he was shattered by that. But once he resolved some of his old fantasies about how relationships should work, they got married. And are still together. Then, of course, there was Ariel. Ariel was a 35-year-old woman who was divorced previously, and her previous marriage was interfering with her current relationship. And she took that opportunity to resolve some of the illusions she had about how families should function and how relationships should work. And once she did that, she was then ready to commit to this new relationship. Now, if these stories and ideas interest you, check out my website. Before I go, I want to offer you a tool that you can start playing with to engage yourself in these ideas. And I call it creating effective safety routines. Here's how it works. And what it does is it starts moving you through the fog, if that's what you've been experiencing. Step 1 is review the 7 areas of your life: spiritual, mental, vocational, financial, social, family, and physical health. And identify the one that's most neglected. Step 2. List 3 things you could do that would, in your mind, make a difference, that would tell you you're moving on with your life. 3 things. Third, pick the one with the biggest impact on you today. That if you decided to do it, it would have the biggest impact on you today. Fourth, implement it immediately. And do it daily. Do it daily, religiously. Fifth, notice how you feel when you've done it once. Now, notice how you feel when you've done it twice, after 2 days. Then notice how you feel like you've done it 3 days. Now, take that same process and repeat it for every area of your life that you feel you're neglected. Every area of your life you feel you're neglecting today, find an activity, implement it, and notice the difference. And what that'll do is that'll move you through the fog onto the rest of your life. So in summary, disorientating divorce fog is a shock response which can be dissolved by creating daily familiar routines that will take you right through that fog and dissipate it and get you in a position to move on with your life. Thank you.